In this video, we're going to talk about the ugly side of Orlando. The top 5 things that I hate, that I dislike. And so if that's the information that you're looking for, we're getting at it right now. Hi there, my name is Cynthia Sharp, and on this channel, we talk about everything Orlando, where to eat, where to sleep, where to play, where to live. If that's the type of information you want, then tap that subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit the little bell, the little notification below, and that way you're notified every time that we upload a video. So if you're thinking of relocating to the Orlando area, don't hesitate. Give me a call, send me a text, I've got you covered. Now, my family relocated to Orlando from New York several years ago, and it was not what I expected at all. So the countdown for the top 5 things that I dislike about Orlando actually starts with the weather. The weather in New York, yes, we had our 4 different seasons. However, here in Florida, you might get about 2 different seasons. So once you lived here for a while, you will begin to understand that the weather is very bipolar. Why do I say that? During the winter time in the morning, the temperature can be about 50 degrees, and for Floridians or those of us that live here, that's pretty stinking cold. However, you always want to make sure that you layer during the winter time. So coming from New York, we had no clue that in the morning you would be freezing cold, and then later in the afternoon, the weather would begin to get warmer and warmer and warmer. We just weren't used to it. And so we understood later that you have to layer. And as the day goes on, then you begin to peel off, just like a banana, start taking off those outer layers, because now you're starting to roast. The summers can get pretty hot here in Florida. Not only is it hot, it's extremely humid. For instance, you go to the salon and get your hair done. You come out, a few hours later, because of the humidity, this is what you look like. One of the other things about the weather here in Orlando is that we have, actually the state of Florida, is that we have what's known as hurricane season. So from June all the way until November, that's considered our hurricane season. So it's guaranteed to rain. You may experience showers throughout the day, thunderstorms, and even hurricanes. Now, all of our hurricanes, we actually name them. We start with the letter A, go all the way to the letter Z if we have that many storms. Number 4, reptiles. When I tell you there are so many reptiles here in Florida, you have snakes, you have alligators, you have iguanas, you have lizards everywhere. All I can think about is Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, that. You know, that actually reminds me of one of the times that I was actually doing a clean out of a bank foreclosure property. I had the guys there, they were cleaning the property out, they were, taking all of the trash out, and we call it doing a trash out. One of the guys opened up the screen and a snake fell from the screen. I'm glad it wasn't me, because had the snake fallen on me, I don't know what I would have done. The guy that the snake fell on, he actually loves snakes. Go figure. He took the snake home with him. Moving down to number 3. Bugs, bugs, bugs. You get a bug, you get a bug, and you get a bug. There are so many bugs here in the Orlando, Florida area. One of the most famous bugs here in the Orlando, Florida area is called love bugs. There are 2 bugs that are joined at the tail. They don't bite. They're very lightweight kind of bug, I guess I could say, but they are everywhere during the summer months. They mess up your car. They're on the front of your car. They're flying in your house. They're flying in your garage. They're flying in your car. So as you're driving, you're trying to get love bugs out of the way. One of the other bugs in the Orlando, Florida area that creates such a nuisance would be the mosquito. Mosquitoes are everywhere. Typically, they would be around water. If you live near the water, you would experience mosquitoes a lot more than if you lived on the inland. Orlando is in the central Florida area, and you would think as it begins to get colder, the mosquitoes would go away. They don't. They don't. You always want to make sure that you have some type of protection on you, so that you're not getting eaten by mosquitoes. When we first moved to Florida, I got attacked by mosquitoes. Another type of bug that I totally hate are the roaches. Okay, I get it, yeah. Coming from New York, yes, we did have roaches. We did. However, Florida has a roach on steroids. They're actually called water bugs or palmetto bugs, but they fly. They're huge, they're ginormous, and they fly. They're not the kind of roaches that you would typically see in your house. German roaches are the roaches that you would see inside of your home. These are outside bugs that come on the inside. You don't typically see them a lot on the inside, but if you have lots of trees around, maybe trees that have that moss hanging down, you're gonna see the flying roaches. Disgusting. Moving right along to number 2 would be the traffic. The traffic can be horrendous in the Orlando area. With the population that we have, bring in all of the tourists on top of that. We have so many places that tourists can go and visit, like Disney, Universal, but then you combine that with the construction, it's just not a pretty sight. And moving into the number 1 spot would be bears. Yes, you heard me right, bears. Typically, bears would be seen maybe in a rural area, maybe on the outskirts of Orlando. However, because of all of the construction that's going on with the new homes and with the new condos and with the new apartment complexes, we're pushing the bears out of their home, out of their habitat. And so all they can do is begin to come in. They're actually being seen walking down the street during the middle of the day in the inner city of Orlando. So if you ever decide to visit, don't forget to bring mosquito spray. Make sure you bring an umbrella for the weather if it's going to be during the summertime. And always, always, always keep an eye out for the reptiles and the bears. If this information has been beneficial to you, don't forget to tap the like button and then also the little bell. Hit the notification, then that way you're notified every time that we upload a new video.